Yo, what's going on, you guys, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, then welcome. If you guys don't know by now, my name is Smith, and I teach chiropractors how to get new high quality patients every single month from Instagram. In this video, I'm going to be diving deep into how Facebook ad agencies are ripping you off. And the reason why I wanted to create this video is to really show you guys like what they're doing behind the scenes, because they're really all doing the same thing, just kind of putting their little twist to it to make it sound good or look good. And I'm really tired of the BS, and I like being realistic with everybody, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate from this, but honestly, I really don't care, because what it's really about is, showing you guys the truth. Before we get into any of that, please subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to continue to drop content just like this, like I said, to help you get more high quality patients through the doors using Instagram alone. Now let's get right into it. What a lot of people don't understand about Facebook ad agencies is they do work 100%. So that's one thing that I can say. But if you're somebody that's really trying to get a bang for your buck, and you don't, really necessarily have like a really huge budget to play off of, like for instance, if you don't have a $10 million a year or a $1 million a year practice, and you really want to make sure that you're nailing down and budgeting things, then this is probably not going to be the best strategy for you to implement. And here's why. This is how their framework usually goes. So what they're going to do is they're going to run a Facebook or IG ad or both, and they're going to run a new patient special for you. The reason why I'm against that is because even though you're going to get a lot of people to bite on that, what you're really going to get from that is a lot of price buyers. And their psychology behind that is to get as many people through the door as possible, and maybe you can convert a small percentage of those people. Because even if those people have a problem, they're still going in for a very cheap discounted price. At the end of the day, you know how much you're worth. And if somebody can't afford what you charge for the initial visit and the follow-ups and even the care plans, then that's not a quality patient at the end of the day. Because yeah, they might have back pain, but if they come in on a $21 new patient special and get that treatment, and then you present the follow-ups and the treatment plans or the memberships, they're more than likely not going to bite on that unless they can really afford it, which is one of the reasons why I said you can definitely get a small percentage of those people to convert into plans for sure. But your sales do have to be really dialed in for this strategy. But firmly, I just do not believe in discounting your offers at all. You can if you want to, but I just don't recommend that, because you want to attract people that see the value in what you have to offer, even if the price is $150, $200 for the initial. Then honestly, it makes more sense, and it's a lot easier to convert people that way when you get them in the initial price, because it's a lot easier to sell someone down than it is to sell them up, right? So for an example, if somebody comes in for a $21 new patient special, then it's going to be really hard to convince that person to come in for a follow-up that's $80, or into your membership or care plan, which is like $2,000, even $1,000, maybe it's $240. You get the picture. But if somebody comes in for $165 and your follow-ups are $80, then they think that it will make sense for them to continue coming back, and you won't run into that objection of, oh, well, that costs too much, because they initially came in at a high price, and when they see the charge of the follow-ups, it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, that's definitely reasonable. And you can convert most of those people into care plans or memberships, however you go about that. But that's usually the first thing that agency is going to do. They are going to run a Facebook and IG ad to a new patient special to people in your community. Now, the next thing is they're going to create a landing page for that traffic to be sent to. And basically what this landing page is going to be able to do is, let's say you get 100 people to click and go to this landing page, okay? Well, they're going to place a pixel in that landing page, and let's say only 20 of those people from the first initial ad actually book an appointment, okay? So you got those people to book an appointment, but then what they're going to do is they are then going to run a retargeting ad to the 80 people that did not convert and try to get them back to that landing page so that they can convert into a booked appointment, which means you're going to be spending more money on top of the money that you're spending to send the original people to the landing page. Now, this is one of the reasons why I say they're going to rip you off, because what most of these agencies will do is they'll charge you $1 grand, $2 grand, $3 grand. Usually it's about $2 to $5 grand for the service, and that's not even including the ad spend. So you can spend anywhere from $500 to $1,000 on ads every single month on top of paying for the service. That is where I really see the ripoff. But this is what I will say. It does work. It can work 100%. I've seen it work multiple times, so it's not that it doesn't work. It's just you're spending a lot of money towards this. And at the end of the day, you are trying to acquire new high quality patients the cheapest you possibly can without breaking the bank technically. But like I said, if you're a practice that can afford that, then definitely go for these services. But if that's not what type of practice you have, then you need to look for a different option. And that different option is my strategy, the one that I implement for my clients. You don't have to spend extra money to follow up with these people with the retargeting ad. The reason why is because they're already in the messenger. So literally all you have to do, if you don't see somebody book or somebody doesn't call in, go to the Instagram messages, find them, reach out to them, and basically say, hey, I saw you didn't book. Would love to see if I can still help you. So it doesn't cost extra money. And something that's really cool about this is you, the chiropractor, you don't have to implement that strategy. You can have your front desk or an assistant implement this strategy for you. But if you definitely have enough time to do this, then I highly recommend that you're the one that's in the DMs and doing this process. And if you want to learn more about the strategy, then just click the link below and schedule a 30-minute discovery call with me, and I'll literally break down the full framework for you and see if I can genuinely help you. That's literally it, you guys. So I hope you got tons of value from this. Like I said, I just wanted to share the truth because I've talked to a lot of chiropractors that work with agencies like this, and even though they were getting people through the door, these people were mostly tire kickers. They never showed back up again, and they spent tons of money implementing this process. And then they literally just left them, and then they started implementing my strategy because it was cheaper, it was more personable, which is another thing that separates you from other docs, is being very personable and not just sending traffic to a landing page or a website. And they literally just continuously implement this strategy in-house. If they can't implement it in-house or they don't have anybody to handle it for them, then they also come to me and see if I can manage the strategy for them. If you're interested into talking about that, like I said, just book the call. The link is gonna be right here under the video. Like I said, I'm literally going to break down the step-by-step process of how the strategy actually works. Hope you got tons of value from this video, guys. Like I said, subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna continue dropping value just like this. And yeah, I might get some hate from this video, but I really don't care. Other than that, take care, have a good day.